Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and welcome here if you are new. Today I am doing a glitter design with some nude and some glitter that I'm going to use. So I will get right into it. So just starting with some stiletto clear press-ons, and these are the two glitters I'll be using, a beautiful pink and some gold. Now I'm going to use my You Are Sugar pink nude polish as my base, and I'll go from there. Okay, that's two coats of the pink base, and next I am going to put on some matte top coat on some of the nails, and I will come back to show you what I do next. Now while the other nails are curing, I went ahead to apply full glitter on the pinky nail, and there is an inhibition layer on that, so it does kind of stick, but then I realized it's not sticky enough to hold the glitter. So of course I am going to have to take it off and start again. So I'm just, as you can see, that glitter just brushes pretty much straight off. So I'm going to go over it with a base coat, and then I'm going to spoon the glitter back on and then cure it, and then it will stick a lot better. So bear in mind, guys, when you're using glitters, you don't want to use your favorite base coat or top coats that you use on other sets, because it does hold and put glitter back into that bottle. So I tend to use one that I use with other glitters, and I try to wipe the brush off before I put it back into the bottle, but it's inevitable that you are going to get some glitter still. So just be aware of that. I don't use my really good ones for glitter. So what I'm doing next is the ones that have the matte top coat on. I'm going to do a smile line with that base coat, and I'm going to spoon the glitter on, as you can see there, and cure it, and then I'll be back.
Check your ready. Catch the light is steady. Look in the mirror, see what I see. Chrome and glitter, that's really me. Pink and silver, catch the light. I'm getting brighter, feeling right.
Now I'm just switching over to the gold glitter for that one feature nail, and then I will clean up. I love my little vacuum tool. If you don't have one of these little vacuum tools, you really should get one, especially if you use a lot of powders or glitters. They are fantastic. So now I'm just going to brush off any excess glitter from the set, and then I am going to put a base coat first over the glitter, just so when I put the top coat on, it's a bit of a smoother surface. So I'm just filing off this. It was a little bit too much, and then I'm just going to touch it up a bit. So I think the smile line was a little bit too high with that one, so I'm just going to touch it up a little bit, file a little bit off, and fix it up. And yeah, back to what I was saying. Using a base coat first and then a top coat. You don't have to do that. You could use a top coat if you've got a nice thick one, or you could even encapsulate it if you use builder gel or anything like that, but I just went ahead and just put a base coat on just to sort of make sure it's all stuck down, so that when I put the top coat on, I'm not dragging any of the glitter off. And that seemed to work pretty good for this design, so I'll just go ahead and do that, and then I will show you what I'm going to do next. And just another tip here, I found as I was going along, obviously sometimes that glitter isn't fully stuck down, so it is going to get into your top coat and drag that up the nail. So my advice is don't go up the nail with that coat. So sorry, that was the base coat, not the top coat. So just put the base coat on the bottom where the glitter is, and not on the whole nail, and then come back when that's cured and apply the top coat.
Set yourself free. Pink champagne bubbles in your glass tonight. Glitter on your shoulders catching every light. You're a disco ball spinning in the...
Now I'm just going to go ahead and apply top coat to all of these, and they should come out smooth, and then I'm going to add some chrome.
Show me all your secrets, show me all your tricks. You're the kind of magic that nobody can fix. You're electric, you're electric, dancing like you're on the floor. You're electric, so electric. Give me more.
Okay, now I'm going to test out this 3D wave gel that I got in my last haul. If you haven't seen that video, it should be the one before this one, and I've just got a heap of new products to try out, so let's see how this goes. I'm just doing some wavy lines, and I'm gonna do it all individually because I'm going to use a couple of different color chromes. The first chrome I'm going to try is this pink one, and then I'm going to use this Fuschia by Sistaco, which is also can be used as a chrome. So I'll go ahead and do these individually. So starting with the light pink.
Crowded room, turn the music up, let the bass go boom. Tell me how you float above the ground. Tell me how you make that perfect sound. Show me how to dance like I don't care. Throw some glitter magic in the air. You're electric, dancing like you on the floor. You're electric, so electric.
While that's curing, I will multitask and try to do some of these little wavy designs on some of the other nails. So I have given them a matte top coat just so that the chrome doesn't stick to the surface, and I'm just kind of randomly putting in some little wavy lines there so I can add some chromes to these too.
On the stage, on the night, you're electric, energetic, pink champagne, satellite. Clap it up, show them how you shine. Turn it up, this is your time. Shimmer like you mean it, shimmer like you mean it. Glitter in your veins tonight. Shimmer like you mean it, sparkle when you're feeling it. You're the sun that burns so bright. Shimmer like you mean it, shimmer like you mean it. On the stage, on the night, you're electric, energetic, pink champagne, satellite. Pink champagne, pink champagne, shimmer like you mean it. You're electric, so electric, pink champagne, satellite. Oh, Emma. Walking in like I own this place tonight. Sparkles on my dress catch every light.
Now I'm going to take some of these little stars from my fairy decals. My apologies for the loud motorbike that just went past at the most inconvenient time. That's nothing unusual around here. I live right opposite the beach, so there's plenty of loud hoony bikes and cars around here, so sorry about that. So I'm going to just put some decals or stickers, as most people call them, onto just one of those nails, and I'm going to use some from two different decals, so some stars and some what would you call them? They are a type of star, but they're the more pointy type, and I'm using a bit of gold and a bit of silver because that's kind of what the theme of these nails are, a mixture.
Everybody needs a queen like me inside. Flashing smiles and I never try to hide. Drama follows, but I love it when it does. Who's that girl that everybody loves? Turn it up, turn it loud. Dancing like we own this crowd. Turn it up, turn it loud. Who's that girl? Who's that girl with the shimmer in her eyes? Who's that girl making everyone come alive? Who's that girl? Who's that girl? Dancing till the morning comes. That girl.
Seeing as this nail design seems to be taking on a gold, silver and pink theme, I'm going to add to this nail. I was just going to leave it with those three colors, but then it kind of looks a little out of place. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. Maybe it's going to have too much now that I'm adding gold and silver, but basically I'm just going to add some gold and some silver on the outside of that, just so that it kind of blends in and matches with the rest of the theme. As you can see, that 3D gel works really well for applying chromes, so if you're looking for something like that, check it out. I got it from Temu. It's in my last haul, which is in my last video. Let me know what you think so far.
Everyone come alive. Who's that girl? Who's that girl? Dancing till the morning comes. Girl, who's that girl? Living like she's 20.
Okay, now for the final step, I am just adding some top coat, and they will be all done, so I'll go ahead and do that, and then I will come back to show you the finished design. And I didn't put them on the mannequin this time. I thought I would just leave them on their holder. The mannequin, they were a little thick, I guess, because of the glitter, to really sit well on the mannequin, so bear that in mind. Obviously, if you are doing them on nails that you want to press onto your own nails, that you don't want them to be too bulky. They were still fine. It was just that they, for that particular sizing and for that mannequin, it just looked a little funny, so I thought I'll leave them on the little display stand for now. But I think they turned out really nice. What do you guys think? And just to give you a heads up, if you are a regular watcher of my videos, I'm actually going in for some surgery in a week and a half's time, so I'm going to try my best to schedule as many content videos as I can in that time. But if I suddenly disappear, it's because I ran out of time. I also had a medical condition that stopped me from filming this past week as well, so it set me behind in schedule. But I will be back on track as soon as I'm able. So hopefully you like this design. I'd love to hear your thoughts, guys. Okay, here is the finished product. What do you think, guys? I love me some shiny glitter, and I love chrome. I love everything super shiny, and chromes and little diamantes and jewels, but I wanted to make something that pretty much anyone could make. It was pretty easy to do. Love to know what you think. I really do like that 3D chrome. I said that before, but I'll say it again. I was looking for something just like that. So let me know what you think. Would you wear them? Do you like them? Any suggestions of what could have made them better? I would love to hear your thoughts, and until next time, guys, I'll see you later.
Keep it near, we'll do it all.